Cosmic blessings. This is a Galactic Shaman on a Reiki journey. Now, I know I've been going consistent and then I just didn't post yesterday. There is meat to that. Now, I write down everything about my day, and everything in black has to do with Reiki consciously when I am tapping into Reiki. Now, the affirmation for that day, yesterday, this will be my 11th day of being on my Reiki journey and my 10th day working on myself. So the affirmation is, the reality I wish to see becomes the life I live. 4:30 I woke up, opened up circle, drummed, did my rattle. I felt very, very hot all over my body. Then I recited the Reiki principles and affirmations while doing the Reiki chakra hand positions from crown to root. I felt a very cool breeze come over me. So that was interesting. So typically when I do the self Reiki and the chakra sequence, I feel hot and get heated up. This time I was already hot while opening up circle, and when I did the Reiki, it was cooling. Lit the candles prior to doing this. All were from yesterday except the water candle. So I do focus on my elements and the candles, so candle magic, and my water candle connects to sacral energy. So it's really amplifying new creations and new frequencies, new emotions to work with. I got my green tea going, plus food for the pups. They had rice and tuna. They ate. I was a bit flustered and concerned about time. And then Elam, my partner, he noticed and took over watering because I was flustered. So it was interesting that I was feeling this new energy, and my partner was able to come in and assist me. I got dressed. I was loving the jeans that I'm wearing. I knew I wanted an orange shirt, and I'm actually smiling because I'm wearing the orange shirt again. It's clean, and I love the energy on it from the day before. This is the blouse that popped up, which I hadn't worn it in a while, so I'm actually very happy to be wearing it again. Let's see here. I also matched it with a dark teal cardigan. My hummingbird and pearl necklace wanted to come out, which I'm rocking again today. So really tapping into hummingbird spirit as well as my Cancer moon for my Western chart. I did have an azurite chunky bracelet yesterday with a hummingbird spirit as well. So working on that third eye chakra. I did my face routine. So typically when I get dressed, I spritz some serum on my face that contains milk, and it really helps. And I do my gua sha and affirmations for that. I realized I didn't share that. Made my matcha with the coconut milk, packed my lunch. I made turkey, pepper jack, red onion, mayonnaise, spring mix, and orange peppers. Also packed blackberries and cashews again. I brought 2 more sparkling waters because I realized yesterday I was so thirsty. 5:45, we left the home. We left 15 minutes sooner than we left the day before, but we didn't have to drop anything off to Miss Breeze. And that also brings up something. I was feeling nauseous, and I realized I was getting hungry for my orange and matcha. But we got to Divine Lights at around 7 a.m. And that was only with leaving 15 minutes sooner and not making that stop that was already along the way. So that was like, whoa, this is the sweet spot for time scheduling. While I was there, I scheduled the Wellness Warrior podcast. Elam unlocked the door for me. My neurodivergency, it's so strange. There are some things that I'm very skilled at. And then there are other things that seem quite mundane for your motor skills that I don't know. And that has to do with keys. Putting keys in doors, unlocking, locking, something to do with that whole motor skill, my brain doesn't register at all. So he did all that. Let's see here. I did begin cleaning up because the day before, people came in right away, and I wanted to make sure it was vacuumed, and there's a new vacuum, so I wanted to try it. Let's see here. The garbage was full, I noticed. So Elam was super sweet. He took the garbage. I had him take all the cardboard boxes. I did find one bag, and then it was way in the back that I found like a roll of garbage bags, so maybe it just went unseen. It didn't feel like malicious or anything. Let's see here. Wipe down the counters. Oh, and I do remember a lot of the crystals were saying hi to me. Typically, I'll notice throughout the day when we're there on the weekend, some will say hi to me, but this time they were like all groups of them saying hi. So I'm wondering if they were excited to see me again, since I'm typically not there during the week. So that was really cool. And I also noticed a mushroom holder for incense. That was really pretty. I did spray, so we have sprays that you can try them. There's this fairy one, and it's called Shielding Ritual Spray, and it has black tourmaline. Oh my goodness, that is my favorite one. That is my absolute favorite one. Yeah, that may be something that I'm like going to hint at for Mother's Day, because yeah, that one's really nice. It smells like a beautiful bakery without having the yucky aftermath of eating at a bakery. Let's see here. I did plan on the art fair and revamping the website. I didn't get to any of that because I had a really fun day with the owner. We don't typically work together. Usually it's either so busy or she's doing stuff, so we got to work side by side, and it was really, really nice. I packaged a bunch of incense, which right here got super sensitive, and I think it was just a lot of the fragrance got here, and it was like that repetition of grabbing. But that boosted my confidence. I felt like I did that in an adequate time frame. And then opened up the store because I was there sooner than I should have been. But that's okay. Then afterward, she had me do crystal bracelets. There was 166. And sort them out by the crystal type. And then that was so much fun. I absolutely love working with the crystals, and it just really like hit me. It like hit me over the head that like I know I categorize crystals as compact angelic beings, but now I was like, oh my goodness, I'm working with and around and appreciating these compact angelic beings that assist people on the daily, and it was just so nice. So pretty much taking off stickers from them and then repricing them, and she showed me like how to do it. Then she had her stuff to do, and others came in, and there was this other coworker that started helping me, and I was super appreciative because I've never set out bracelets out on the floor, and they even like organized them by chakra order, and the feng shui just felt like absolutely amazing. That day was really connecting with coworkers. It was a really beautiful day, connecting with coworkers, getting to know the boss even more, and I noticed also towards the end of the day when my shift was over and I was offering services, shifted more into talking about business, and it got really energetically fun. I don't know how else to explain it. But who I was speaking with is getting into palmistry, and I know Western and Eastern palmistry because it pairs so nicely with my astrology, with my galactic astrology, and I like putting it as a bonus. And I realized I don't offer that in person. I was like, why am I not offering this in person? But it was around closing time, but they had a group of people who rented out the room. But this group of people, before their class started, walked on in, and then they were asking about palmistry and if anyone does it. And I'm like, whoa, thank you, universe, for confirming yet again what I should be adding. So it was really cool. It was so much fun collaborating with beings and like getting to know their livelihood. Small talk is really difficult, but I feel as though the people I was speaking with weren't only speaking to speak, they're actually like talking and listening to understand, and it was absolutely beautiful. Let's see here. I did not have a good time with my social media. For some reason, my email was super laggy. I thought I had posted my affirmation. Confirmation. I thought I had posted my affirmation typically at 3 a.m. It posted at 3 p.m. I was gearing up to get the unveilings for the Pick a Crystal, because every Tuesday I do pick a card or crystal or something of that sort, and I was excited to promote Divine Light and their crystals because there are some beautiful crystals in purple angelite. Like, I didn't know angelite came in purple. What else? I have their orange kyanite, so I was also advertising that. This beautiful blue faceted kyanite bracelet, super flashy amazonite generator, angelite spheres. Like, it was super fun. Obviously, I was going very much for communication, throat chakra, purifying stones, because Mercury is going to be in Taurus by the end of the week, and I wanted that expressive vibration. And those are the crystals that were really popping out. Another person came in and they wanted something about this size but light enough to be a necklace, so a crystal or a mineral. And I'm like, the only thing I can think of that won't break your neck is amber. And I showed them a piece of amber sphere and how light it is, because amber should always be light. I was like, well, I'm not sure. Maybe if we have a bigger piece. Oh my goodness. Literally an hour later, Spirit just was like yelling at me. And I'm like, okay, what's over here? Look, and at the very bottom shelf, there is a amber heart that is about this size. I thought that was hilarious. I do foresee purchasing that amber heart and making it into a large ceremonial necklace. That I'm actually really excited about. And there are a few amber pieces at a different crystal shop in Baldwin, Meraki Ray. I believe it's an amber bee and another amber piece, and I think that is going to be something I do with amber, and I'm really excited to work with it. Let's see what else. I had lunch around 2 p.m. A little around 2. I noticed I wasn't even getting hungry. My the owner of Divine Lights shared her tea with me, and it was really, really good. But then it got too cool. I did add honey. It tasted really great until it got really cold, and then I forgot about it. But I didn't see what it was. So I want to see what kind it was. Elam came, picked me up. We drove home. FaceTime the girls, I believe. Spoke a bit with Sunset while we ate our dinner. Our dinner was very light. It was white cheese, different white cheeses, and Triscuits, rosemary and olive oil Triscuits. But what else? Oh, we watched Paul. I was like, I just need to tone it down. And there's just something that wasn't, I won't say wasn't allowing me to record, but there's just something that was like, no, not yet. No, not yet. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to do my Reiki thought of the day. So it was 10:20 by the time I did the Reiki thought of the day. And it says, compassion begins with yourself. And then I answered the question and I said, I show myself compassion by recording tomorrow, which is today, so I can get better sleep and a better time schedule. I was smiling because I realized the cold versus hot, and it was really showing me like, okay, it's time for you to have compassion for yourself now, because I've been going, and I did have a mini like freak out schedule change because I'm like, oh my goodness, I got used to this, now it's changing again. But then I realized Spirit showed me that it will be more beneficial if I record what I did the day before and just air it in the afternoon, and then it frees up my nighttime routine, and it also allows me to do the starseed channeling around the evening time, because I haven't done starseed channeling on my TikTok in a while. So I'm excited for these changes. This is really, I'm noticing the way I'm moving differently, and I'm happy to get back onto a good sleeping schedule. But that may be, realistically, that may be next week. So yeah, thank you so much for following me on my Reiki journey. I appreciate you so much. If you are only wanting the Reiki insights, check out the TikTok. It is Galactic Wisdom Wayshower. I appreciate you.